yo, what it do? Here with your boy Matt Montague on Dying to See Me as always. I'm here with one of my guests today, Samir Fathi. He is an AV celebrity, if you will. A lot of motherfuckers know him. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty today because there's a lot of story. We're just getting down to brass tacks, right, Sammy?
Okay, we're gonna get down to it.
We're gonna get down to it, right?
I'm nervous about this.
You should be. You know what's going down. Listen, you know, coming on here, I can't even believe you even accepted it, but I appreciate you coming on. I do. I appreciate it because we got lots of questions. When I told a few people that you were coming on, they were like, "Oh, ask him this question. Ask him this question." I was like, "Oh, all right, okay, all right." But let's talk about, before we get into the real harsh nitty gritty shit. Let's talk about the get down, right?
Yeah, the get down.
I think I've known you about 28, 29 years, something like that, right?
Yeah, good 29. Yeah, almost 30. Yeah,
long time. I know. Can you? Yeah, it's been a long time. Long time. Back with the limo fucking, you had the limo on hydraulic. With the airbrush and shit.
Lincoln Town Car, yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
That was a 1980s model too. Yeah, the thing had the airbrush, all the skulls on there.
Yeah.
That thing was so old school.
Yeah. So, tell everybody, all the folks at home, in your words, what do you do? Like, what is it that, just give it to us. Let's talk about this.
Well, you know me, I'm like you, man. I like all kinds of variety of things, so I get my hands in the cookie jar.
Okay.
But my main focus is mainly my kids, man. I work with deaf and hard of hearing kids. I come from a deaf background. Obviously, my parents, my mom and dad are deaf.
Yeah.
So sign language was my first language growing up the whole time, just always using my hands and talking and communicating.
So that was your legit first language, was sign language.
Yeah,
right?
Actually, English is my second language, yeah.
So when did you learn English? When you went to school?
I learned it from my brother, from TV, from just kind of growing up, household stuff. You watch TV, you learn, but then as you go to school, they start teaching you other things too. So,
got you.
Yeah.
So you were pretty fluent in sign languaging, or in that's
interpreting,
sign language.
Yeah, ASL. American Sign Language.
At what, by the age of 6?
Oh man, I was fluent by the time I was like 3 or 4. I was just like signing for my dad. By the time you start learning simple signs like milk, cereal, bathroom, poo poo, and then just growing up. I mean, you start.
Wait, do poo poo again. Okay, poo poo.
But you say shit now. Now it's like shit when you get older. But the whole thing is like as you grow older, you start to adapt. Like even with our culture, I'm just learning. Just yesterday, my teacher sent me something about us being Egyptian. Our culture has changed. The sign is called Egyptian versus it was Egyptian before, because you ever watch the sparrows and the King Tut and all that, and they had that stuff, all the armor on their forehead, so they would say Egyptian, but the sign for it now is called Egyptian. And I'm thinking, like, if I ever tell, hey man, I'm a pyramid, you know what I'm saying? I'm a pyramid. They're like, what is that? Oh, I have to spell it. That means Egyptian because it's a new culture sign. So like with time, everything else changes. So even with sign.
So that's crazy, right? Like, so that brings up a fucking great question. Okay. So like, obviously 20 years ago, trans was not a word, right?
Trans, as in transgender?
Transgender.
Okay, yeah.
So
there's transmissions, transformers.
No, I get that, right? But so you guys had to come up with that.
Yeah.
Who comes up with that? Does that make sense?
As far as like
that sign, like who says, okay, this is now going to be the sign?
Okay, no. It's American Sign Language is English. So there is different cultures and they have different languages. So in Arabic, there's Arabic Sign Language. In Spanish, there's Spanish Sign Language.
No, I get that.
I would not even understand any of it. So how they come to terms with making a hand gesture a sign. Some people finger spell. So there's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And so forth. So hello, my name is. See how I did a whole sign? Instead of saying HELLO, my name is. There's signs. So it's amazing how it means something, but when you're looking at it, it just looks like somebody's throwing their hands around like karate, but it's actually a form of sign and it actually means something. But there's prime example, will. The name will, a right, the will, you know what I mean? Or a will and testament, or I will go to the store. There's 3 different signs for that, but it's all will, you know what I mean? Will, and so forth. So, and the person's name. So you have to always understand too, the meaning of that sign.
Got you. So it's really like a punctuational thing, right? Like where you say there, you guys legitimately fucking emphasize there and there.
Because there is a place there,
right, or there.
Those two people, like,
exactly.
they're going to go to the store, you know what I mean? Yeah, so yeah.
Okay. Pull closer.
Okay.
Pull a little closer. You know, like, no.
No, I'm going to.
There you go, like the cock's in your mouth. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right, so, you learned that from the early ages, and you went to school and kind of fucking figured out, you know, that was it always when you were little? Did you know that you were different from your parents? Obviously.
Yeah, I definitely did. There's a point in my life when I was young, my dad used to always take me out and translate. He would force me to translate for him. Okay. Kind of like force me. You're going to call, you're going to do this, all that other stuff, right? So, you know, I became his personal interpreter at like 4, 5, 6 years old, answering the phone, trying to communicate with people. Now, we went to McDonald's one time, and my dad, you obviously know my dad, man. He's Arabic, he's Egyptian, very temperamental person. So when he doesn't get his way and they fuck up his order, he's going to complain about it. I don't give a fuck, we're at McDonald's and the french fries are cold.
Right.
So, you know, my dad was complaining, and I'm embarrassed, Matt, you know what I mean? Because I got people looking at me, and I'm supposed to be using my voice. This guy's telling me what to do, and people are like, look at this little guy just telling these people what to do. But it's really, I'm listening to what my dad's telling me to do, you know?
Yeah.
But it always put me in a place where I felt insecure because people looked at me and I thought like maybe they were making fun of me because my dad's deaf. But as I got older, man, I embraced that community, you know, and the deaf culture and what it was about, and working with the deaf kids now, you know, at the high school, and, you know, my platform with these kids are amazing, man, you know, but at the same time, when I was younger, I didn't understand it. So to me, it was, for any CODA, and CODA is a child of a deaf adult. And I think that where we come from, we're raised with that. So it's like, we don't want to be interpreters. We're kind of embarrassed of the interpreting thing at first. But then as you embrace it and you understand it and you get old with it, it becomes seasoned into you. You know what I mean?
Have you ever, when your dad would tell you whatever, like if your dad said, tell them they're a fucking moron because they did whoop-de-wop and blase?
I'd tell them exactly what the fuck my dad says.
Would,
huh? My dad tells me, you tell him exactly what and if I say something, I didn't say that, I'm like, oh, fuck.
So he can read lips.
Oh, my dad reads my lips.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying for everybody that doesn't know.
Yeah.
So he can read lips. Can most people who are deaf read lips?
Not necessarily, because you got to go to school for that. There's speech therapy. There's, you know, different things that they have that give them that support that they need in school. So they learn language, speech, you know, the tongue movement, stuff like that, touching your throat, you know, the bottom of your mouth, the way you know, blow. So there's a lot of different ways that they used to teach you. Nowadays, it's so different. You know what I mean? Like they just, you can, you know, you have to see it's more visual. But back then it's more, you know, all these other gestures on your face. Yeah.
That's crazy as fuck. It's great. I always laugh because, you know, when people say different shit, the one thing I can always say is that you have made a life of this.
Oh yeah.
Of signing, right? Because
I did.
Like you get your bills paid from that. I mean, you got your other little side cars and shit, but the legit pay.
Yeah.
You know, is from signing.
It's rewarding. You know what? I never would have thought. I mean, who would have thought that I could sit on my fucking ass, right? Throw up some gang signs and get paid 8 G's a month. You know what I mean? Like, real deal. My thing is, the kids are more important to me than the price of the money. You know what I mean? It's not about the money. You know, like you said, the card game and everything else is where I get my money. My passion is with these deaf kids, man, because after high school, where the fuck are they going to go? They're going to get on disability. They're going to not get a job, and they're going to think that it's okay to live like, no. Look, you can go out, go to college, push yourself to get in sports. You can do things as a deaf person. Don't limit yourself for your ability when you turn 18, because that's what most of them do. Then they end up on, you know, disability or welfare or whatever it is because of the disability. And I don't think it's a disability at all. I think that they have an advantage if they, you know, push past that. You know what I mean?
Is shit taught differently? Hold on, my phone's going off. Is shit taught differently now to the deaf community kids in school than it was like when you were growing up?
You know, times have changed and there's more technology now. Okay. So with, you know, the support and respite and all the things that they have, speech pathologists, people that come in and take them out, do one-on-one reading, EL, stuff like that. So yeah, it's a lot better now.
Are they in a normal classroom with other kids?
Yeah. So before, they used to have a deaf and hard of hearing class, DHH class. So they stay in that classroom all day, and that class is basically for deaf and hard of hearing. That's what DHH means, right? So they wanted to try to get them to mainstream with other kids to feel comfortable about their situation rather than, when you grow up in a deaf community, you're kind of sheltered. You can't communicate with nobody. You kind of feel by yourself. Mm-hmm. So my teacher was telling me before that when he was out there, in high school, he was independent, didn't have anyone to talk to, so he kind of felt sheltered, you know what I mean? So that being said, we wanted to teach these kids to mainstream, be independent, so we put them in different classes, although they go two period classes into the DHH program, you know what I mean? But then they'll go out and mainstream in different classes with interpreters, and we have different, classes, biology, algebra, whatever it is that we have, so.
I remember as a kid going to school and the deaf kids would be segregated in their own classroom and would never come out and they even had different recesses than us.
They did, yeah.
Which I always was like, fuck.
I think what it was they were trying to protect the kids.
Shelter them, yeah.
Just like the SPEDS kids.
But I think it backfired.
Well, okay, you got to remember back in our day, Matt, like when we were in the 80s, going to school, people made fun of handicapped, people made fun of retarded, whatever it was. I didn't like that word back then, because as I grew older, I realized, it's disabilities, you know what I mean? It's people that have special needs, but you don't learn that. The people don't teach you the words that you're supposed to use or the proper pronunciation for things, you know what I mean? So being that I worked with handicapped and autistic kids for like 9 years, I picked them up from group homes, take them out, do independent living skills. And then it became, man, you know what? My passion is to go back to the deaf community. I want to go back to the high school and work with them. Mm-hmm. And again, we have boys, man. They need us. You know what I mean? We're role models to them because we can keep them in line. I got a student, man. He's got his dad passed away. So he has no structure, no role model. Mm-hmm. So what does he do? He rebels. He does all these things. So what I do is I step in as an interpreter, but also as like a big brother, a support. Hey, man, you know what I mean? Come on, you can't be doing, kind of give him that tug and that push. You know what I mean?
Got you. Obviously, you find it rewarding, or I don't think you would continue to do it.
Man, right? It's the best thing in the world, bro. Best job in the world.
Yeah. I think it's a shame, man, that they kept him away from everybody else. I think that they didn't learn. You know who I went to school with was William.
Oh, Mute.
Yeah, Mute.
William. Yeah. He lives out in Vegas now.
Yeah. I went to school with him, and it was always crazy because there was it was him and another boy and then 2 girls that were in there, and they were everybody.
I was actually his interpreter back then too, believe it or not.
This was Joshua.
No. I'm talking about his interpreter, like later on in life when he was going to dental appointments, stuff like that. He would hit me up for his doctor appointments.
Yeah. He it was crazy, man. It was crazy. So, so besides that, what else do you do?
Again, the car business. I like to dibble and dabble into luxury cars. I buy and sell, exotic cars, just for the simple fact that, I want to be like you, Matt. Roll up in something different every day. Change my socks.
Okay, let's slow it down. All right, here we go. You viewers at home, this is where it's going to start to get funky. So let's do it. You dibble dabble in exotic cars.
Yeah. Don't call it a Lincoln Town Car. That's not a town car. He's not exotic.
No, that's not. Well, it's exotic for the paint that you put on there.
Oh my God.
He's got this fucking town car, and he had somebody pinstripe it, and it's fucking looks so bad that he refuses to drive it because it looks that bad. Dude. It's like this big.
The shit's like a retro ass paint.
It's so bad. It looks like a 90s barbed wire fucking tattoo. It's so fucking bad, and I'm like, I don't know.
If I tell you the story behind this car, man, so I went and bought this thing at Pomona for like $4,000. An old man had it, right? This guy says he could do really good work. I was checking out his pinstripe.
Who is it?
Oh man, I'm gonna put his ass on blast. OG Puke, man. He's the one that did my car. Okay,
so OG Puke.
He's got some really good work. I've seen some of his work, so I was all with it at first.
Just not your car.
Just not my car, man. I put it out there. I told him, hey man, check this out. Get wild with it, but don't get. This is what I want. I want a Lincoln Town Car symbol, some leafing, some pinstriping. I want red. Just getting all up into it, and then so I kind of show him an idea of what I want a car that's similar to, but I don't want to bite that car. So, oh fuck, I'm gonna have my own car. He's like, yeah, come check out and see what I'm doing. So he shows me the hood, and it's all pinstripe. Oh, it's cool. He hasn't done the trunk yet because that's where I want the Lincoln Town Car symbol. Okay. I never got that Lincoln Town Car symbol, by the way. So anyways, when I show you this fucking paint, man, and you seen it, the leafing was coming off here. It's missing super sport, this, that. Oh, my God.
Lines are thicker than others.
So get
But it's kind of your fault. You did tell him to go crazy with it, right?
I did. I told him go funky with it, but just, you know, I mean.
Oh, it's funky.
But I showed him. Oh, I know it is. Trust me, I know. That's why I'm trying to sell it back east, because they like that kind of funky shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have to sell that like down south, like North Carolina. How you do that,
man? How you do that? So I was gonna sand it down and just redo it by like one of your people, because I've seen how they did your Impala and stuff. So I was like, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna go with Matt. But dog, I already spent $2,000 just doing that fucking shit. So what am I gonna do? Spend another $4,000 to do it again?
You spent $1,999 too much. I'm gonna be honest.
Way too much.
Yeah, that shit was just
definitely worth $1 for sure.
So anyway, all right. So you like to dibble dabble in exotic cars?
Okay.
Dispensary. Where do you get these? Where do you get these cars?
I don't want to tell nobody, because then I'll be out of a job. No, I look in the internet. You know, I surf the internet.
So you surf the internet.
Yeah, Craigslist, Marketplace. You know, OfferUp.
Right. Because for a while there, you were dabbling in the like salvaged, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is a lot of people don't know about the salvage titles. Yeah, I do like to fuck with the salvage, because you get an $80,000 Porsche for $30,000. I mean, who the fuck doesn't want to salvage? When I told this guy,
I don't want to salvage.
Oh, you're big balling like that.
I don't want to salvage.
But listen. So when I got this Porsche, I had no idea what the salvage was. I go to look at this convertible, right? Okay. This Armenian, and it's true story. He goes and he parks over a parking fucking curb, bro, right? The parking curb catches the bottom of the fucking bumper, so it pops the bumper off when he's backing up. It's a clutch, you know, so he's backing up, and it pops the whole bumper, disconnects the wiring harness. It's an electrical issue. The wiring harness is probably another fucking $150, you know what I'm saying? And bumper clips, everything else. They replaced that fucking car for $1,500. It was an $85,000 Porsche that I got for $50,000. You get what I'm saying? So why spend the $85,000 like those dumb rich people that got that kind of money when I can live like a dumb poor person?
Because for several reasons, and I'll explain to you why.
Tell me.
Number one, a lot of insurance carriers will not insure a salvage title. Yeah. A lot. I'm not saying there aren't any. There's motherfuckers that are out there. That's number one. Number two, when somebody goes to look at a car, especially myself, the first thing anybody asks you is what? Is it salvage?
Salvage.
Yeah,
of course.
They want to know,
but
right? Because salvage could be, you know, where the seatbelts got fucked up, or it could have been a total salvage. It could be somebody died in the car.
Right.
So doing the work that I do, if somebody dies in this car, even if we get it out and clean it and do all that, 9 times out of 10, they're going to salvage it.
Yeah.
Because our bill is way more higher than what the car's worth.
Of course.
So that's why they salvage these fucking cars.
Well, that's the thing too. I mean, somebody could do a side swipe, a simple little door. You know, it's nothing. Right. If that airbag deploys, it's a side curtain airbag. Did you take it off, change the sensor out, put a fucking door on there, call it a day?
Well, but you don't know what structure it is damaged.
No, yeah, you do. I mean, by the
not always.
I always go through the cars that I go for. I don't go for like, you know, core support, subframe damage. If it's hardware, like say A-arms, you know, lower arm, A-arm, ball joint, shit like that. If it's a front bumper, if it's a steering wheel airbag deployment, man, I'm all for that, because those are easy fixes. Those are simple, you know? It's like taking a car apart and putting it back together. How do they do it at a dealership? They would do the same fucking thing if it wasn't totaled out, right?
Gotcha.
So when it goes to a body shop, they're going to take and fix the sensors and the airbags. Now you got yourself a brand new car for half the price.
Okay.
All right. It works.
All right. So let's talk about this T-shirt I got on here. I've had this fucking...
man. I saw that when I got here.
I've had this T-shirt, like no bullshit, for like 20 years.
Yeah, you did.
So I want to explain to everybody at home this T-shirt, because I know you've told a lot of stories about this T-shirt, but I'm going to tell the legit.
Oh, my God.
So one day I'm going over to Samir's house. The motherfuckers want to see it?
Yeah. Go ahead. Stand up. Show the camera.
Look at this shit. And on the back,
let me see what's on the back. Go ahead. You got to show them. You wore that to how many car shows? Oh, my God.
Can you see it there?
Can't believe you still got that shirt.
So let's talk about this shirt.
Yeah.
So this is what happened.
Oh, Lord.
So at the time, Samir and I lived around the corner from each other, and I forget what it was. I was coming over for something. And so I call him when I'm outside. I say, hey, man, come out here. I need to grab this. So he opens the garage up, and there he is.
No, I was tanning in the backyard, dog. Remember, I was laying down in the back.
That's not the story. That's not the fucking story. He's telling stories again. I'm going to tell you what happened. This motherfucker opens the garage. He has to have a story because he wants to make it look good. That's not what happened. He fucking opens the garage up, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I take my phone like this, and remember, it's an older phone, and I snap a picture, right? And he goes, oh, wait. And he turns around, does like this, and I take another picture. He has told people that I snuck this picture in, that this motherfucker's photoshopped, that he was tanning in the motherfucking backyard. He didn't have a tanning bed, by the way. Right? So what it was Samir was wearing these women underwear, and he came out and he got caught. And then I put it on a shirt and wore it to all these functions, and he's like, what the fuck? And he got mad. And he got very upset. You remember that?
I was upset.
Why?
Because I didn't know you were going to go put it on a motherfucking shirt, dog. Like, what
listen,
the fuck?
Come on.
You gonna put me on blast again with the homeboys.
You know I'm putting that out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know that's going on a shirt.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's funny. It's a good shirt.
That was. That fucking give me a laugh when I walked.
You remember that?
Oh, my God, bro.
You remember
that clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to go, I had this big 6-passenger golf cart. You remember that?
Yeah.
And we would drive over to fucking Samir's house.
Oh,
and we would fucking, with me and like Shannon and a couple of people, and we go and we fuck toilet paper his fucking house.
Yeah, who the fuck put spaghetti sauce on my front door, dude? It's a can of spaghetti sauce. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You left tire marks from your fucking golf cart on my fucking
and then Bada Bing
grass.
lived around the corner. Remember, we went and
Bada
stole
Bing.
his like Christmas lights and shit.
The swastika we put on his fucking garage. Remember
Oh
the
my
cops
god!
came?
Remember, and the cops, he called the cops and shit. This fucking guy.
Fucking neighbors, bro. That's what we do.
Oh, this guy was a mess.
I remember we went to your house and we went to fucking grab fucking trash and put it all in front. Remember, we took your neighbor's fucking correctional officer outfit out and he had his trash can because we saw a trash can. We're like, oh, we're in a trash match thing. This guy must have had a party or something because he had forks and we were shoving forks in your grass.
Oh, I remember the
correctional
forks.
officer. We put it on the. There was a whole like bush you had in the front.
Yeah.
And we didn't know it was a neighbor's shit, but we were like, fuck
Yeah,
it.
it
You know,
was
we
a
thought it was your
neighbor's
trash can.
Yeah. So let's talk about because this is one of the questions that everybody wants me to ask. So let's talk about the cage fights.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go.
Let's talk about the cage fight. So you participated in the cage fight.
Yes, I
Won. What year was that?
2006.
2006.
Yeah.
And no, we're not talking shit. We got to know. Did you train for that fight?
I actually did. I had like 2 weeks to train.
Okay, that's what I asked.
Yeah.
That was my next question.
2 weeks.
So you trained, but only for 2 weeks.
Right.
So really, you kind of went in. Which, listen, if anybody that doesn't know Samir, let me give you background about Samir. Samir loves the attention from anybody.
Attention is nice. Attention is
Look,
nice.
you see the smile. Like, listen, the attention from anybody,
Yeah.
girls, guys, fucking whoever it is, it doesn't matter. Samir likes the attention. I think at some point we all like the attention, right?
Of course.
It's like when you hit the gym and you feel good about yourself, and you just want, of course, you want the attention.
Right.
Samir is addicted to the attention a little bit.
Yeah.
So I believe, in my opinion, that you did it because it was like, fuck, dude, 2 weeks notice, and you just jumped in there and were like, fuck it.
No,
It is what it is.
I'm going to tell you the
All right,
story behind
give me
that.
but the real deal. I don't want the
okay,
bullshit. Okay.
So I worked at every bar and club out here, just about LaRue, Schooners, 10 West,
Okay.
Martini, all these bars.
All right.
So putting hands on people is nothing. We could lay them down, pick them up, however we want to do it.
Okay.
But the thing was, there was a street thing going on, and they're like starting chaos in the cage out here. Cage fighting became a big thing, and if you were somebody, you were somebody.
And this was back in the day, right?
But you already know we already had a name on the street already, just the street cred.
Yeah.
So all the fights on the street don't matter because now we're in a ring.
Right.
So oh fuck, they got this cage fighting stuff. Justin Vasquez, yeah, Samir, he's pumping me up. You could do this. So he's trying to get all these motherfuckers in off the street. Street fighters. And mind you, I've done kickboxing and boxing, all that shit when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I got that under my belt. But the thing is like I didn't have any jujitsu. I didn't have, none of that stuff.
No ground game.
No ground game. No, dude, I don't wrestle. I don't hug people. You know what I'm saying? I just straight sock motherfuckers up. Okay. But the thing is with that, I didn't know kind of how to be well-rounded with it because I didn't think I was going to go to the ground. Right. But that being said, I didn't plan on fighting a person I was supposed to fight either. The opponent, William, was not my opponent. I was supposed to fight Clayton Mendez. They were going to put him, since he was a bar fighter.
He was a brawler.
Like, oh, fuck, I'm a brawler.
Right.
You're going to put Clayton in there? Fuck, I'm going in there, dog. Fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll build a fucking...
Did you have beef with Clayton or just do it together?
Nah, you know what? Me and Clayton were actually kind of cool. You know, back in the day, I messed around with his baby mama. You know, we're cool. We're cordial. You know, I ain't got nothing against him.
No, I mean at that time.
No. Me and Clayton have always been cordial. He's a good homeboy.
So you just were just going to get in there and see what it do.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Just, kind of after, like, same thing with William. I didn't realize I was actually fighting my friend. So let me get back to that real quick. So having to fight Clayton couldn't make his weight. And I told him I'd push him, you know, come out, do whatever. And then he had an excuse that he couldn't pay for his physical. Man, bro, I got you. Don't trip. Like, let's just make it happen. Okay. We'll make it look good. Even if we got to stage it like all these fucking boxing and fake, you know, UFC fights getting, you know, paid now. But the thing is like, I said to myself, hey, man, let's try this and see where it goes. So anyways, Clayton couldn't make his weight. He couldn't make his pay for the, you know, the physical, whatever. So they kicked him out. And then Paul Karski was supposed to fight William Wheeler, and he ended up getting injured. So they put me and William together. And me and William are actually friends from, like, Scooters. We used to work together. We're, you know who William is, don't you?
Yep.
So that being said, when they matched us up, I was like, oh, fuck, I got to go against Biff, dude. Like, he's a big-ass white boy. You know he's jiu-jitsu. His brother's a fucking bronze medalist in the Olympics, Adam Wheeler. Yeah. So that being said, I'm like, oh, fuck, man, now I got to go to the ground. So I got to train. So I only had 2 weeks to learn jiu-jitsu, bro. I rolled around like fucking, thought I was, okay, I can get out of this if I, you know what I mean? But fuck no, bro. So anyways, I go to Outback where William works. The bartender comes, or the waitress comes up to me and asks me, what do we want to drink? And I said, I want the William Samir special. And she goes, William, I don't know what that is. I said, well, make sure you tell William when you go up there, because he's a bartender at the restaurant. Right. And so he had heard that we were going to match up, and we were like, fuck, you know, he knows I'm a boxer, kickboxing, and he can, you know, he's well-rounded on the game, on the floor. So I thought, man, you know, it's going to be a good fight, interesting fight, but let's just go in there, fucking handle our business, and we'll come out, you know, still, you know, we're boys, you know what I mean? That's it. And went in there, a minute and 26 seconds in the first round. You know, I threw a couple of dogs. He picked me up, slammed me down. Tried to get out a couple of spots, man. But, you know, he got me in an arm bar, and that's his thing. He's real good at he can do that with his eyes closed. You know what I mean? William's very well-rounded, and, yeah, I caught myself.
Big, he's lanky, he's well-rounded. Eric, can you hear me on this? Yeah? Okay.
I just felt like, I don't know if I wasn't, I think I was more just struck knowing that I'm fighting my friend, because when I'm in the ring, it's a fucking weird thing, Matt. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting there and you're looking at this motherfucker, but that's my homie. You know what I'm saying?
You swung on him.
And I did, but it was
same.
I wasn't angry though, dog. You know what I mean?
I get it.
If it's somebody else or you piss me off and like you're in a bar fight, like instant anger. You know what I mean? You get that flare up, but you're trying to pump yourself up. It's hard that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I trained for a while with William. He is legit black belt, good at jiu-jitsu, man. He's shout out to William and Adam, both Wheeler. Yep. Those are they're really solid dudes.
Taught me my lesson, motherfucker.
Yeah. So you realize that you just said in the podcast that you would throw the fight.
That I would throw the fight?
Yeah.
As far as
you said you chopped it up with Clayton and said, "Fuck it, we'll make it look good."
Yeah.
So you would have done that back then. Obviously.
Back then, you know what I mean? Just to not throw the fight. I wouldn't throw the fight, but you know what I mean? Clayton wouldn't have got me, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's no way I would have lost the fight. Right. But you know, if they're paying us out, just to make it look good. Bring viewers, you know what I mean?
Got you. Yeah. So what is your professional record?
Oh, it's 0-1, man.
0-1.
Yeah, 0-1. Right. Best record in the world, guys. Hey.
So you So
meet me on the street.
So technically, you don't have a win under your belt.
The street or
no.
Oh, okay.
Professional. Technically, you don't.
Cage fighting, no.
Okay, so you can't. From this day forward, you're not allowed to say that you are a cage fighter or a boxer or a kickboxer, because you got to get a win, dog. If you don't have a win, we're gonna cut that out right now. So
well,
that
I was in the cage.
No,
I mean I was in there for a minute and 26 seconds. William, you got to have my back on this.
You gotta have a win to be a fighter.
Yeah.
All right, so
I got my ass in there though. I don't think
did.
There's a lot of scared motherfuckers. You know what? I think the mentality of getting in that fucking ring is scary too. Just knowing that you don't know that you're gonna get fucking hit in the face.
I'll give you getting in the ring is takes.
It's scary.
It's different, scary. Like you said, but. I agree, right? Like kudos to you. Would I be able to do it? No, I wouldn't get in a cage. I just wouldn't do it. Right? Yeah. It's just not at all what the fuck I would do.
Right.
But you know, like I took the Herb Dean's referee course.
Yeah.
And I passed it, and I've done several fights. But I'm not a UFC ref.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No.
You hear me knocking? You hear what I'm putting down?
Yes,
We'll
I
pick
do.
it up. Pick it up.
So this is the thing too, is like with that whole game, man, a lot of people think that you can just go in there because you're a street fighter. You know, that was my mentality, bro.
You need training.
Been to so many,
especially right now.
Oh yeah.
Right now is a whole different ballgame. It is evolved.
Fuck.
It is evolved pretty fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Pretty crazy.
You have to have that ground game for sure to win.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. All right, so let's go. So we're gonna call this a fact or fiction.
Fact or fiction.
Right.
Okay.
This is where we're going.
Fact or fiction.
Well, it's not really fact or fiction because it's a fact, but we want to know why. So several people have asked me. Shout out to Victor Mendez Construction.
Know who the fuck these
this one is going to come from Victor Mendez Construction. Shout out to Victor Mendez Construction in the AV. If you need
hey, Vic.
you need anything done, he is your man. Plumbing, electrical, any of that, hit him up. He is the man.
Yes, he is.
So Victor and I want to know. I'm going to use myself too because Victor asked. Okay. So you are very, we're going to say theatrical in a way where you're like very animated, right? When you talk or you get angry or you're any of those, right? Like, or when you're trying to get your point across and you get mad, it's almost like that old school gangster mentality, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I fucking had an episode last night. I gotta tell you. Oh my god.
So,
fuck.
Victor wants to know.
Yeah.
Why are you always crying on your Instagram? Like, why the fuck, if you are so hard, are you crying tears? And I'm not talking about one time.
Okay.
Multiple times you're on there and you're just fucking lip is quivering. And I actually, Eric, I had Eric get tissues.
Yeah.
Specifically from Costco for you because you were going to be here because I didn't know if you were going to turn the waterworks.
You fucking asshole, dog.
So we want to talk about that. Let's talk about your passion and why you've cried a little bit.
Okay, so basically going back to that, you know, everybody has relationships, man, and it's when you're in a relationship, relationships take fucking work. We know it takes work, man. You know, you got the arguing, fighting, the finances, you know, the house, the moving, the kids, the stress, the school, work, everything, bro. So, you know, we always say to ourselves, is the grass greener on the other side, or is it green when we water it, right? So I had to pick and choose my battles, and I had to say to myself, well, I'm going to have a situation, no matter what, we're always going to have a situation, whoever the fuck we're with, right? Who do you want to have that situation with? Who you choose to have that situation with? You know what I mean? So that being said, man, you know, I love the mother of my son. You know, she was married to Matt Hamill, the UFC fighter, going back speaking about that. Me and him beefed it and bumped heads a couple of times. I took her from him.
Okay, let me stop you right there.
Okay.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
Oh my goodness, okay?
You know you're my peeps, right?
Of course.
Matt Hamill will fuck you up.
Oh, I don't think so.
I want to set that up.
I will gut that motherfucker, bro.
No, listen. Matt Hamill is no joke.
Okay, so remember when
you do realize he's the only person to beat John Jones.
Okay, I don't know. He didn't. Let me tell you something. Everybody in the world disagrees with that. That motherfucker, bro. Bones made a mistake and gave him that win. That's still Bones' win. There's no doubt about that whatsoever.
A win is a win and a loss is a loss, whether it's DQ'd or not. Okay. If you fight and you win, but then you get suspended for performance-enhancing drugs and they take it away from you, it's a loss, right?
Of course, yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. Okay. Matt Hamill will fuck you up. He told me, actually. The last time I saw Matt at the UFC center, he said, tell Samir.
Well, fuck me up. I know
knuckles to the eyes.
You don't even know sign language.
So
how did it look when he was saying that to you, if you could please?
He said, hey, Samir. I said, okay.
That's pretty fucking good.
Thank you.
Actually looks like him.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It is what it is. But anyway,
go ahead.
So going back to my girl, I lost what were we talking about?
Your girl, the why you cry on Instagram.
Why I cry on Instagram. Yeah, that's it. Fuck, man, she broke my heart, man. You know what I mean? She's in and out of my life all the time. You know, we're arguing about the silliest fucking things sometimes, man. And you know what? Sometimes she want to just take off because we got 2 houses, one in Lancaster and Burbank. So she likes to take off and, you know, disappear. So I get emotional when I'm not with my son. My little 2-year-old is my fucking baby. Valentino, that's my world. Yeah. My other 3 kids too, you know, Clean and Kaiden and Casey. But the thing is like with Valentino, man, he's with me every fucking day. So when he's not with me, I become emotional. I walk in my room, he's not there. I look at the crib, he's not there. I get sad, you know what I mean? I rock him to bed. He'll come and, you know, he'll play with me and he'll roll around on my pillow. It's those moments that you miss. It makes you emotional, right? Hold on, I'm not finished. I see you want to talk. But then now there's the crybaby side of me, okay? So now I'm venting because I'm fucking angry and I'm in a dark place. Gotcha. And I get to a place where like, I don't want to get out of the house. I don't want to go to school. Yeah. And man, I work with the handicapped kids and the deaf kids. So I have to put on a face when I go to school. Sometimes like, I'm not in the best fucking mood, Matt, you know what I'm saying? But I go and I put it out there. So when I go out on social media and I put that, I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve, to be honest with you. It's not about being a pussy. It's not about being a crybaby, Vic. You know, it's about putting it out there to show people, hey, man, you know, if you're going through something, man, reach out and talk to somebody. Put it out there. Why are you laughing, brother?
Because you said Vic.
But see, look, are you talking to me on the show?
No, but you pointed to Vic and it just made me laugh.
Because I know
fucking Vic, fucking prick,
fucking asshole. But no. So, you know, going back, the emotional part of me came out to show people, hey, man, you know, as tough as I am, even at Cage Fighter 0 and 1, you know, I can go out there and still be emotional and soft-centered to people to show them that, hey, I'm a caring person. I care. And people reach out to me and say, I needed that. You know, I was going through something so fucking bad. What you did helped me get through my fucking day, you know. And to me, that's the best rewarding thing in the fucking world. Like my buddy Joseph Sadi, man, he hit me up. Hey, Habibi, you doing all right, man? And dude, I didn't want to talk to anybody, bro. I had anxiety. So that crying shit, fucking, I couldn't breathe. I had panic attacks, bro. But when he hit me up, for some reason, I didn't want to pick up the phone because I knew I couldn't talk. And I just kind of listened to him. He said, hey, man, he just started talking, bro. And he brought me this self-calming feeling, like where I felt this sense of relief to where I could just talk. You know what I mean? Sure. And I explained to him what was going on. And he said, hey, Samir, you know, you just need time to yourself, you know, just invest in God. Mm-hmm. And I said to myself, you know, hey, man, if that's what I need to do, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to back out and kind of let God do my thing. So that's why I become emotional and show that people the soft side of me, you know what I mean? Because I'm a teddy bear, man, but I can fuck you up in a minute, you know what I'm saying?
So I think what you're trying to say is that really the crying was more your son than your relationship.
Yeah,
right.
I get in a dark place, Matt. You know, I lost my brother. He committed suicide. So right. I have a tendency to kind of go into that place. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when I go into that place, I always say to myself, man, when shit's rough or fucking, you know, shit's not right, man, fuck this. I don't want to be here anymore. But I have to think about my kids.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
When my brother took his life, it put us in a place. It hurt my mom so bad, bro.
Yeah.
It hurt me. And to this day, I still suffer from the pain of not seeing him or having a child to, you know, grow up with my kids. You know what I mean?
Niece and nephews and all that shit.
So, you know, that being said, man, you know, it's a short life and you got to just kind of accept what happens in life. But at the same time, man, you know, you got to be passive and aggressive at the same time.
Yeah. I get you. Well, you know, I agree with you a little bit. I think, you know, everybody cries, obviously. And I think no matter who you are as a male, you do it. I just think that most males do it in the privacy of their own, you know, area and try to let it go out.
For the attention. I don't think, again, you know, Matt knows I like attention, but I don't think. But it wasn't. It wasn't for that. For sure.
I don't know that you were crying on Instagram for attention.
Nah.
But when it becomes repetitive, maybe.
Yeah. If I'm doing it 2 or 3 times, I think I only did it 1.5. The video's like a half.
I think it's like 3, but we're not gonna count.
Okay.
We're gonna move on.
Yeah.
So I got another good one.
Oh fuck! Who is this one from? Caller.
Multiple people.
Okay.
So you dabbled a little in acting.
I did, yes.
And you were on
for like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. And tell us what you did. What was your role? What did you what were you supposed to do? What was the whole?
As far as so we were in the Mayans when I went. A buddy of mine.
Oh, the Mayans TV show.
Yeah, the motorcycles.
Yeah, they do a lot of their filming like for their after shows here.
Oh yeah, I saw the little props and everything back there. So I was gonna put one on real quick, take a selfie. You know.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
I would have got in trouble.
Yeah, trouble.
So buddy of mine, Justin Gonzalez. We'll give a shout out to him at AV Chevy.
Okay.
He was the one that actually hit me up and said, "Hey man, we got a couple bikes that we want to get in this thing. Okay. If you want to come out and do this little thing for us, man." I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I got a couple bikes." You know what I mean? And so I hit up my cousin Joey. We went out there. We went riding.
Yeah.
It's the most fucking worst experience going there, bro. It was fucking raining, dog. It rained on the day we were supposed to get up there. So me and Joey smashing, wearing our fucking gear, jeans, boots. And it's raining first thing in the morning, dog. We have to get all the way to the set from, Lancaster to Santa Clarita. And they made the set look like it's in Arizona, take off our license plate, shit like that. But
right.
The experience was cool, though, after we got there. You know what I mean? Fucking, we hung out and got to see a whole bunch of things. They had to blow us up in a building, So, of course, I wanted to be that guy that hid behind the trash can to be continued or something, still like stay on the show. But no, they blew us up.
They said, fuck no.
Fuck you. All
right, so let me tell you the story that I heard.
Okay.
And mind you, this is from multiple sources.
Okay.
I don't mean one. I don't mean two. I think 5 fucking people have told me this story.
Okay.
And it's all the same story. So let's talk about it. So they said that you guys all get there, and your role is to be a no line extra. So meaning you don't have any lines. You're literally just on set as an extra, wearing the Mayans cut, and then they're going to blow you up. Fucking done deal.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I heard, that during filming, you said cut.
I said cut?
Did you cut the scene one time? Because either your phone was, I think it was your phone that went off. You were like, cut, and hold on, and got out of the way.
Oh, yeah. No, I think
you did that?
No, the ringtone went off. But as far, it was a chime. But I was standing right next to the guy because I was watching right in the window, right? And the guy's sitting there, and all of a sudden my phone goes off. And when he said, on my phone, I forgot to put it on vibrate. And he's standing right next to me. He looks at me, and he goes, "You got to turn that off." So he had to redo the set, you know what I mean? So they had to do another action.
Cut.
Yeah, cut.
Yeah. My fucking God.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do understand, right, that there's only one person on set that yells cut?
Yeah, I didn't say cut, but I think it was, something else.
Okay, something to that. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I heard that you were during the break of filming or whatever, you had the cut on, and you kind of went out to where it's buried. It's like, it's like barricaded off, not barricaded, but it's like has like tape, fans or whatever that are watching. Yeah. And security's there. Mm-hmm. And you were over there signing autographs and taking selfies.
No, I wasn't. I was not taking selfies and autographs, brother.
You didn't sign no autographs over there?
Somebody asked, you know what? People were,
So you did. Like, this is the time to be honest, Samir. Don't you?
Justin, they'll put me on blast. People were coming up to us, man.
Okay, so you signed an autograph.
I did.
Okay.
Yes,
so see how easy that was? Okay, fuck. Remember, fact or fiction?
Okay, but
did you take a picture?
How am I supposed to tell them no?
Did you take a picture with some? You did. Okay, so true story.
Yes.
Fucking. I didn't even believe this story. The first 2 times I was told these stories, I was like, "There's no fucking way that I don't believe it."
Right.
And then I hear, honestly, dude, multiple, and I was like, it had to have happened. So dude, I've been wanting to know this. Wait, I'm not done. Oh, we're gonna get to it.
Okay.
So then I hear that during this session, you're out taking, selfies and yelling cut and, the whole fucking 9 yards. That they have a rap. It's a rap party, right, Eric? Rap party. So at the end of the season, they have a rap party.
Okay.
And the rap party, like everybody who was filming at any time can go down there and kind of enjoy the fruits of their labor type, if you will, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, I went to that rap party, but
I wasn't invited.
That's what I'm getting to. So
that's fucked up. They had a rap party without me? Oh, that's fucked up.
So
fuck you.
So because you were over there taking pictures and fucking and doing that and fucking yelling cut and fucking the whole 9 yards. They said, well, we don't want Samir to come back on. And so when you're checking in at the front gate, and there's security there, and they got earpieces on, that they have a clipboard, right? And there's like 3 pages, right? And they have to go down and find your name, and so they find my name and fucking go on, and I look and I'm like, there's a picture of you. And I'm like, oh, what's that about? He goes, oh yeah, he's not allowed here. And I'm like, damn, this motherfucker Samir did it. You did it like that?
They banned me from the Mayans?
Oh my God, Samir, why are you yelling?
Video, man.
Why are you yelling cut? Who does that? All right, let's wait. Oh wait, one more on that one.
Okay.
And then you pulled up to Tony's tires, right?
Yeah.
And popped the trunk.
Okay.
And you had headshots done.
I had headshots done. Of what?
You had headshots.
I popped the trunk.
You had headshots of you. You know what headshots are, right?
Yeah.
You had headshots on the in your like a box of them, like you got, and we're gonna sign it. Fucking asshole, this guy. So when I tell you that he loves attention, did that not happen?
No, it happened.
It did?
Yeah, it did.
Holy fuck! Samir, I would have bet the farm that
Junior's
none of that happened.
Came up to me, Junior, hey, can I get your autograph, dog? Come on, I gotta be the first one to get your autograph. I'm like, fucking Junior, man. He'd be the first one to put me on blast, though.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
So all that happened.
Yes, it did.
Okay, I'm glad we got that.
Yeah.
That's good. At least
I didn't have a trunk full of them though. You know what I mean? Just a couple little spots.
You had a couple. You paid for a couple.
No. You buy the headshots are like $15 for like $50 or something like that. I mean, it's a Mayans picture. You know. Why do you want one? I got one. I'll sign it.
Oh hell no! Yeah, I'll put it up right here next to these fucking dudes up here.
Fucking criminal.
Actually, I would love one of those. I would put it up here.
Actually,
if you sign it,
I will.
I'll put it up in a fucking frame.
You got it.
I fought with these people. There's no way in fucking hell Samir did any. I swear to you. I told them there's no fucking way. I didn't believe any of it. And then I was just laughing. I was like, this dude is wild.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm sad to hear that there was actually a fucking party without a rap. Was it fucking? You got them laughing like, the fuck? I'm gonna go over to the Mayan set and just wait for these guys to come back. Like, what the fuck? There was a party without.
They got your picture set up. Do not let him on set. Yeah, everybody. Everybody gets invited to the. Wow. I wasn't even on this, and I got an invite.
Yeah.
So if you don't get an invite, that shit is so rough.
I don't even think it was. I didn't get the invite. I think I was kind of busy that night. I think I had something else to do, and they hit me up, but I was busy.
You know what?
That's what.
That's what it is, you guys. The picture was they were waiting for him.
That's what.
They had the red carpet.
I would have rolled up and just signed my picture.
Sign the picture.
And passed them out
it would have been a fucking done deal.
Fuck.
That's common.
So you want to tell your story on that too, man? Fucking the worst thing in the world, man. After we're done filming this motherfucking set, bro, I ride away and fucking good day, man. I had this brand new fucking iPhone fucking 58. You know what I mean? This motherfucker's technology. It was off the hook, man. I lost it on the way home. I was like, no fucking way. I lost my phone that was worth more than what I was getting paid to do the shots. But it was, the experience was amazing. You know what I mean? I had insurance, so I wasn't like, fucking $100, give me a new phone, But just, I had all those pictures and everything on it. I couldn't download them. I didn't download them to my internet, you know what I mean? So all those fucking selfies and all that stuff on the Mayan set that I took, I didn't have any of those pictures, brother.
They were gone.
They were gone.
I would imagine, to be honest with you, that somebody from the Mayans probably followed you home because you made an asshole of yourself, and they were gunning for you, and then they saw you drop your phone. They have your phone right now.
No, they blew me up in the building, and I was already dead. Why are they trying to take me out again?
That's just dead.
Yeah,
dead. He did. She gone. All right. So, Eric, how much time do we have left?
We're at 50.
Oh shit, we about to All right. So, let's talk about what do you want to talk about?
We talk about a lot of things. There's a lot of things to talk about, man.
What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about how you got fired. Can we do that, or is that like
no.
I asked you, is there anything we can't talk about?
Yeah,
and you said, "Oh no, everything's
fired."
Can't talk
when
about.
I get fired. I mean,
Fired on your day off.
Fired on my day off.
Building the clubhouse with boxes. We can't talk about that.
Right. You know what? Actually, we could.
I mean, it's your platform.
It's my
right?
platform.
So,
fuck it. It is what it is.
Let the people know what fucking what transpired.
I didn't get fired. So I work for an agency. It's an interpreting agency. We're very well paid, and we're contracted. So we choose our own days that we want to work, our hours, whatever not. And we
You're a subcontractor.
Subcontracted, independent. So basically, I work at a high school, and I work with high school kids that are deaf and hard of hearing. So in that nature, when I feel like something's not going right, or a situation with other interpreters isn't accurate as far as like time frame, getting there on time, leaving early, different things that can make other interpreters insecure about what they're doing. So when me, Matt, I kind of like say things, I don't keep my mouth shut. So I had brought it to the attention of those two interpreters, what they were doing that I disagreed with. And, agency has to look at money wise. If we fire or we let go of these two interpreters, we're losing this much money, versus only this much money off of one interpreter. So they told me, they said, hey, we got to unfortunately pull you from the high school district because the interpreters are intimidated of you. I mean, I don't frown at them. I don't look at them a certain type of way to make them feel insecure. But with that being said, they know that they fucked up, complaining towards, my agency towards me. And I confronted them on some situations they knew they were wrong. And it backfired on me, bro. If I had just shut my fucking mouth, not said anything, I'd probably still be there. But I had to confront them on the situation.
Yeah, so they were intimidated because you were male, tattooed, or all the above?
All the above.
Did
this is the thing,
tell them
man,
that you were 0-1?
I should have told him I was 0-1, man. Like, I got you, man.
It tells you motherfuckers.
I'll pit bar you, you know what I'm saying? Like pit bar you and something. That's a new move. I got that shit, baby. I'm patting that.
So I saw that there was like a walkout protest, right?
Yeah, there was. Right? Oh my God.
So tell me about it.
Okay, so, this is one thing I don't condone, and I didn't recite any of it. I didn't help any of the kids try to, this is the thing. I'm deep-rooted with those kids. Those kids go to my mom's school from kindergarten to 8th grade, right? My mom is deaf, and she works in a deaf and hard of hearing school, and so does my sister and my brother. They're interpreters. My sister is also a teacher as well for the deaf and hard of hearing, but she's hearing. So kindergarten through 8th grade, they're in them. When they see me in high school, they're like, oh, fuck, we got Samir, you know what I mean? And I'm like that big brother mentor. I'll get on your fucking ass and write, hey, man, get to class, don't be late, don't be, these other interpreters, they go in there like robots, bro, you know what I'm saying? They sit there and they translate, they sit on their phone and they leave, you know what I mean? I don't do all that. I interact with the kids. I kind of get to them, when I see them having a bad day, I'm, hey, don't forget, stay focused, do your work. Yeah, what you having a bad day? You want to go outside and talk? I talk to my students. I get that one-on-one with them, you know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, Sal, I got a student that lost his dad. So he's rebelling right now, tagging the school and doing everything else. And he gets to a point where like tagging the school bus, the laptops, the room. I had to check my own student. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Sal, what are you doing, dude? You're self-destructing, dude. You know what I mean? And the principals love me. The staff love me. Security, my teacher, everybody at the school, even the main ed kids, they went out and did a soft protest. I was like, when I heard that these kids were about to do, like they went and was trying to bring me back. And I love the fact that they did that. That was amazing. I don't condone it. And thank God it was peaceful. But the thing is like, man, that just shows the support and impact that I have on the deaf community as well as a whole fucking school, man. You know what I mean? And I can go back as a district employee. I can go as a security or another interpreter. But if I go as an interpreter, it's going to make those other interpreters insecure and they'll still leave anyway. So what was the whole point of going as an interpreter? So for me, the love that I have for my kids is I'm going to back off and let them get their understanding from those interpreters. And I'm going to just go on and, veer off in another job somewhere.
But hear me out on this devil's advocate, right? Like, if what you're saying is true, why would you want them kids to learn from these interpreters that you see what I'm saying?
Because there's two interpreters and they're available and their hands are handy. You know what I mean? Like our hands are needed. We're so short on interpreters at the school.
No, I understand.
We need
that.
at least a solid 7 interpreters, 8:35 to 3:40. Those are the time frames. We'll just put that there because that's what I argued about. Yeah. Some would get there at fucking first, end of first period, leave at 5th period. They had this understanding with this program, but this thing for me was just like, it's not the way we ran this program before. And to have another interpreter oversee other interpreters is just not how it's supposed to be. Very unethical in that part. You know what I mean?
Shots fired.
Boom, boom. Yeah, but anyways.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, so you didn't really get terminated. You just got taken out of the high school district
Yes.
Right.
So I can work.
You can work at a hospital.
They offered me a position over at CSUN, Northridge. You know, the thing is like, I don't want to work for my agency anymore, man. You took me from my passion. Those kids are my kids. You know what I mean? They were raised by my mom and my sister, and they come to me, and you know, I'm their mentor, and I look out for them. And I get angry, man. I don't even want to start talking about it, really, to be honest. But that was another thing that kind of get me into the emotional crying thing, because it's hit me from all angles, man. You know, my relationship, my love relationship, my workplace. You know, my cars. I'm taking hits on my cars, and I don't understand why I'm getting hit from left and right. But the thing is like I had to ground myself, and I had to come to peace with myself and say, hey, everything happens for a reason, Matt. You know. God is closing this door so another one opens. You know what I mean? So we'll see where it goes.
Do you, you've never been married?
Never in my life, no. Yeah. I've been engaged.
Do you want to get married?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do.
Yeah, you've been engaged a lot. You must have a ton of fucking.
I got a track record, bro.
Yeah. You do want to get married.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, I'm just.
Yeah, straight electric company, huh? You do want to get married one day.
I do, yes.
Yeah. Are you gonna marry Sahar now? Or?
I do want to marry her. She's a beautiful woman. She's hard of hearing. She birthed little Valentina.
So she's hard of hearing, not deaf.
No, let me explain the situation with her. So my girlfriend, my fiance, she's hard of hearing, but she's deaf in one ear. Like if she takes her hearing aid off, she's deaf. But if she puts her hearing on, she can hear like 30%. She can hear noises, sounds, whatever. But in this ear, if she takes it out, she's like 30, 30, this is 0, this is 30%. So this is 30 with the hearing aid, this goes up to like 70.
Okay.
So she can hear a little bit, but if I'm around the corner and I say, babe, grab me a towel, she ain't gonna, Sahar, yeah, towel, baby, okay. You know what I mean? She'll understand, you know what I mean? But if I'm saying it like in a whole sentence, all those words together, it's choppy for her.
So you have to draw it out and,
right.
And gotcha.
But if she's looking right at me, bro, she can, she's fluent, and she's, believe it or not, she's very fluent with Farsi. She speaks Farsi, and she's like, with her mom speaking her language. And
oh, wow.
That's her first language.
So she has 3 languages.
You do.
So she has English. She has Farsi.
And American Sign Language.
And
trip out on this. With that girl, like, she came to the United States when she was 18 years old to go to Burbank High School from Germany. Didn't know a lick of sign language. Here she is, hard of hearing. In her country, they didn't provide any type of sign language for her. You know what I mean? So when she came to the United States, she went to Burbank High School, and she learned sign language. Within like 6 months, she started to learn like, oh shit, this actually means something. And so now she's all up in the deaf culture. Yeah. Married a deaf UFC fighter, had 2 hard of hearing kids, and she's with me. But the amazing thing is, her being hard of hearing, my son is hearing. He didn't come out deaf, and with me being from deaf parents, me and my 4 brothers, or me and my brother, my sisters, and all that, we didn't have any deaf issues.
Right.
It's not hereditary. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One last thing before we wrap it up.
Okay.
I have talked to multiple constituents. Okay, and we have all going to sign a petition, not to get you back into the school, but that you will quit flexing on Instagram when you're in the gym.
Flexing in the gym. Why are you hating, bro?
No, I just
should have gone.
Listen, I've seen bigger arms on a clock. Let's not do that.
God, that's
Slow
wrong.
it down. Everybody relax. Samir, tell everybody where they can find you.
You guys can find me on Instagram and Facebook under Prince_Samir22. Look me up. I do motivational sign language. I'm a motivational life coach. I love attention. I cry on social media. Check me out.
Check him out, because if you check him out, most likely he's either going to cry, or he's going to do sign language, or something's going to happen. I promise you that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you fucking sign an autograph, whereas Mayans cut. You just never know with Samir. Samir, it's a wild ride with Samir.
You guys hit me up. I'll get you the face shot. I'll sign it. I'll pull up in the trunk. Don't trip.
This dude. All right, we're going to take off. Remember, dying to see me in all platforms. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, YouTube, Instagram, all that shit. If you want to watch any of Samir's gay videos, you can check them in gaydudeinmybutt.org and look for Prince Samir, who's not a prince, and then we'll see you next Wednesday. Peace.